has been on the radar, Shinobi Ninja, and we're going to take the ticker here. Now, taking a look at this here, we can see some big moves that happened in the last day. Looks like an 18% move here. Remember, guys, everything on TikTok is do your own due diligence and stay focused on what you're doing. And always do your research, guys. So we're going to always say, everything on TikTok is for educational purpose only. Make sure you Dior and get in there, guys. Nothing that we say or do is financial advice. It's just entertainment and just sharing my story with you. And let's take a look here. So all time, we've got some numbers here, guys. So we're going to slide over to TradingView. We're going to throw in the Ninja. And it is not on a futures account, so you have to remove .p, but it is on Bitmart, CoinEx, and it's on MEXC. You guys on MEXC? Is that correct? No, that's not. That's a different one. That's a different one. Let me see here. All right, it's on MEXC, right? Ninja, is it Ninja? Is that correct? You sure about that? I don't know. This. I don't think. I don't think this is you guys. I don't know what this is. Yeah, we're gonna go over to now, guys. A lot of times you're not gonna find what you want on TradingView. We're gonna take you can get the website, do whatever you need there, and also you can grab what's called the address and everything like that. You can grab the address. Here's the contract. It's Solana. We're gonna slide over to a thing called Dex Tools, and on Dex Tools, we're gonna take a quick peek here. Welcome everybody in. Sold my house, Ninja, live in the shadows. It's funny. So welcome in, guys, and let me see here. So let's put this on Deck Screener. We grab the address from CoinMarketCap. Let's see what we can pull up over here real quick. And there we go. All right, so as we see this here, let's take the time frame and let's move it over to 12 hours. All right, nice consolidation here. You can see it has solid consolidation across the middle here. All right, move you guys over a little bit. All right, so let's add. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Deck Screener, you can add indicators, right? So the first thing is candles. I like to work off Aiki Nashi, and I'm going to type some things in here. And let me see what they have for me to use. Let's jump in Super Trend here. Um, and let's grab. Let's see. I got my volume over here. Let me remove this. I don't need that. Let me see. Let's find. What I want is we want to find volume, right? So we want to get. Let's go Fisher, right? So there's a thing called Fisher Transformer, right? Now, Fisher Transformer is going to be a good indicator for you guys if you're using set finger heart, guys. Get those hearts. Let's go. 10,000 likes, guys. All right, so here's somewhere so you guys can understand. This is called momentum, right? And does this have a momentum? Momentum. Let's see. Momentum. Let's get the. And I like the money flow index. There we go. I don't know how accurate these are going to be down here. Let me get one more over here. All right, let's go with. All right. I'm just looking at some basic movements here. So the Fisher is going to be the one I really focus on. All right, so now let's take a peek in here. So the easiest thing for you guys to see here is there is consolidation here. There are some areas that it retested, it's retouched here, and this would have been the area of interest if you're looking into any projects. This is an area that you would be looking to. It set an example here when it pulled down. There was support, retest, and every time there's a pump, there's always a support test. And you've seen here that you had an opportunity to buy twice at this price. And that price is 007. So 007, you had a couple opportunities. And let me see Fibonacci's trends, brushes. I need one. There it is. Here it is. Here, long position, right? So now, in this, you guys didn't know you could use indicators over here, did you? Yeah, come to VC. I teach you. All right, so right here, guys, there was a 50% move, right? So if you guys are looking here, let me zoom in for you. All right, let me zoom in for you, TikTok. And right here, you can see there was a 50% move that happened on this last couple bounces. It's currently sitting at 40%. Now, if you guys want to learn how to buy or when to buy, hit the likes in the button there. Hit the like. Don't forget, share the live, guys. Share the live real quick. Share the live. If you're a ninja and you're in here, share your live real quick, ninjas. So what I'm going to show you guys here is this project that if we're taking advantage of this project here, share the live. Don't forget to share it, guys. Let's see. Would love to join you on live to talk about the project. Did you send a request? Are you requesting, brother? I got somebody else in here. I got Test the Clan. All right, we'll accept Test the Clan. Who else is in here? Let me hear if I can hear you here. Hold on. All right. Test the Clan, you hear me? I think you're in my ear. Hold on. Yo, you hear me? What are you doing, bro? I see you down there, bro. Hey, guys, can you hear? Can you hear him? He's in my. What's up, dude? What up, brother? What's going on, bro? What's going on, brother? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna show you guys also the breakdown. But the easiest way, I don't think most people realize they could use indicators on Dextool to buy and sell. Appreciate it, guys. Hmm. You're good, bro. How are you? Okay. Torihanzo. Nice. No, you're good. Yeah, that sounds good. Let me hopefully I should be able to. How long is that? When's that going to be on there? Okay, 33 minutes. Nice. No, you're good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice. No, you guys are making moves here. And let me get you. No, you gotta have fun. I got a couple ideas. I'll run by you guys. I like the energy, man. We'll have to, after the spaces, we'll have some time. I appreciate you guys. Well, we need to get like I said, we need to hop on a live. You can host, get a couple other guys in here, and let's dig into like after we get to the spaces and everything, and kind of like host a live just what memes really are, because that's the thing that I'm doing next is I'm moving into more of entrepreneurial education, like setting goals, doing your 30, 60, 90, because you got to, before you can do anything or take advantage of everything that's amazing in this world, the best thing you can do is be the best version of you. And if you can get to the best version of you, it doesn't matter what you decide to do, you'll be successful. That's what we need to focus on. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah. I teach. Prior to this, I built marketing firms and companies, and we've done over 6,000 companies. But what I do is I teach companies how to train their managers, right? Basically, how to build their management teams. I mean, we're talking big companies here, top 100s. Top three clients in the top 100, in the top 10. But what it's all about is personal growth, and when you learn to master yourself, then everything else becomes a lot easier because your focus is better. So that's what I like crypto. Crypto, there's so much opportunity, but if people can't execute and get the best out of it, then it's going to be a waste for a lot of people. But that's why I like memes, because memes have the ability to drive communities. Communities have the ability to teach, educate, and grow. And from there, we need to utilize that to basically get people thinking even bigger and understanding where we're going, right? We want to get there with everybody thinking, in the right direction of what crypto does and what it's for. So that way, when we move in a good direction. So that's why I like your guys, is because the big thing about the ninja community guys is they spend all their time together. They have an open chat in Telegram where you can join. There's music playing. They have a ninja DJ, and they really make it a great community. So if anything, at the end of the day, it allows the project to actually be built, grow, get feedback, and become the best they can do. So nothing is ever perfect, but the ability to plant the seed is very important. And now you got to nurture it. Because if you don't nurture it, water it, then what's you're not going to have the big tree. You're going to have a scrawny, you know, scrawny oak tree. So nurture your trees, guys. Yes, yes. Hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, no, I appreciate. I love the ninja community. Like I said, we have some ideas. I got some ideas. We'll talk, and I like the whole movement. So no, I mean, just anytime that you're looking at a crypto, guys, make sure that you need a structure, right? Structure is key, but what you need is a system, right? And what we like to say, and it doesn't matter how you think of it, is that systems work, or actually systems, work and people fail, right? When you have a system, it's always going to work out for you. It's the people that'll fail more than a system. So if you want to put yourself in a position where you're going to make more percentages, right? So think of this thing called this law of average, right? This thing called the law of average. And what that is if you do something over and over and over, you're going to see these rewards for it, right? And it's like every morning, let's say you get up, get dressed, go outside and you run. Some days you're going to run your mile, some days you're going to run 3/4 of a mile, some days you're going to run a mile and a half, but at the end of 100 runs, you can average out how far you run. It might be a mile and a quarter, right? Even though some days you might have ran 3 miles. That's called the law of average, meaning you're always going to have an average you can count on. And when you're trading, you need to remember that you need to find the average, right? And the secret to crypto is most whales like a 20 to 30% average on return. So anytime that you're investing, just make sure that you have a system that you can use over and over and over. And once you master a percentage, which is kind of like what we teach, is now you can guarantee yourself that if you make a certain amount of trades and hit that percentage, then you're always going to be victorious. It doesn't matter if one trade doesn't go the way you want. So we have a system that we teach what we call 50% profits, right? And what that is when you do 10 trades, seven of them at for 50% is the average, and three of them you can lose. And what happens is you end up with a 300% gain on your money, right? So you get 3x your money out every time you do 10 trades. So what we're looking for here in the Ninja coin is an average, right? And that'll kind of let us know how we're doing. And the reason why you look for this average is because you need to understand what a project can do. So this is the first time that I'm actually going to give away this secret. And the reason why I'm going to give away this secret is because the Ninja community, I have a bunch of people in there that actually are really dedicated to a project, and they really are dedicated to building something that is going to change how crypto people make money, investors make money, and traders make money with the ongoing concern and actually appreciation for crypto. And their bot is actually designed to eliminate rug pulls and find projects that are having issues to help the trader avoid these more risky plays. And what that means is if you avoid coins that aren't going to do well, or are not the greatest scenario, you're removing them from your trades, right? Which means you're increasing your average, which means you increase your law of average. So that means if you remove terrible trades, that means you include better trades, which raise your average of profits, which in the long run, every 10 trades or 100 trades you complete, you will have a 10 to 20x better return on your platform, even if you're terrible at trading, just because of this bot. Now, as you get better in trading, that means you're going to increase your percentage by over 75%. So if that doesn't make you excited about what they're trying to do, then you have to you're not understanding how to build money, compound it, and turn it into wealth. So we're going to cover this secret here. We're going to show you guys something I really never show. It's only in our courses, but I want to show this community because this is a project they're investing in, and it's also going to teach them to how to allocate funds correctly. And what I mean by that is when you're a community, you have to, if you're backing a coin, you have to learn how to trade the coin properly, right? And what that means is you need to take the law of average gains, you need to take at least 50% profits out of your bags. And then when the coin retraces, you need to then replace those uh, gains back into the coin at a lower price, because as a community you need to build the floor of the project so that people who come in and go in and out aren't the ones taking the profits. You have to take the profits as a community and reinstall them into your project so that your project has a higher law of average of return, but more importantly a stronger floor that resists the pullbacks, making your project stronger, fitter, and it'll have longer moves, right? And this will increase the project's foundation and give you a better community coin, right? So this is the key to actually building a good coin. I've never told anyone this in 10 years of crypto. So I'm sharing this with the Ninja community because I like this project and I think that they have the community, and I know they have the community to actually do this correctly, and this will ensure their project actually having the funds it needs to execute its ideal. So here's how easy it is to build an average, right? So first thing I do here is I want to see us from, you always have the initiation of a coin, and then you have the push of the coin. Now we never know when you see this initial run up here, right? You see how big this move is? This move here is actually a massive move. It's worth 1,835%. And I'm gonna turn this up a little bit here, and we're gonna increase the numbers here just so people can see. So this is an 1,800% move, right? Now when this happens in a coin, we have to figure out how much of this is, actual what we call retail investors, meaning the investors that are going to buy and hold, right? And that is the beginning of what we call the foundation. This is where you can find out the what people will call the threshold, right? Or the tolerance. And now we'll be able to see that. Now, what happens here is it has its first pullback. So if you ever took my course or hear me teach trading live, I always tell you there's two moves that happen, right? There's the first move, there's a pullback, there's a second move, right? And that gives us what we need to see. And what I'm looking for is the initial move is a move where there's FOMO, there's all types of different things that happen in there. It's always a higher move. The pullback is the first move down, and then the next bounce. This is the top area that we're going to basically find our top of our channel, we'll call it, because most of the time in trading, you'll say, oh, I'm trading inside of a channel. So this will be a channel. This is our first top. For me, this right here is basically considered, when you first see it, I would call this the true ceiling, right? And all that basically is I know that this is going to be a target area that we're probably going to hit 3 times on average, right? Because a lot of times as you move through a project or a coin, as people start to invest, normal traders are going to execute a trade called a channel trade, right? So this is when you understand what everyone else is doing, you can then understand why you must take profits at certain times and why you must protect the project's profits and reinstall them at lower levels because you need to build a staircase. So what happens here is this is our true ceiling. And we can see this because what happens is once this first trade pulls back, this is an area that most traders who are watching any project are going to enter. And they're going to call this the retracement. They're going to call this the bounce or whatever. But they're going to buy off of this area here, which is considered the first floor, right? This is the floor of the project. And what's up, guys? And what happens is the bounce to the top here is the ceiling. So now we have a channel in here, right? And this particular channel creates a percent. And this percent is an average of 174%, right? Meaning that if you buy the bottom of this channel, anywhere in a buy zone, basically the channel move up maybe 10% and sell from the top of the ceiling down maybe 10%, you're going to find an area here that we call a channel, and that is a trading zone. So when you buy in those areas and sell at these areas, you are averaging 150% returns, or let's make it a little smaller, 128%. Most people, when they double their money, are going to take profits. So when you see your bag, right, reach a potential of 100%, I know that mentally most people who bought here in this area here are going to sell once they double their money. So as a investor or a project, let's say you guys are more like the angel investors or um, the venture capitalists, right? You're the people who are in the project for the view of the project and the history. Basically, you're into the vision and you want to see it, get to a certain level. When you double your money, a lot of times once someone hits a double, 50% of the people are going to take profits. This is an area right here that I would sell. Once I doubled my money, I would sell at least 50% of my bag. That way I'm protecting this area. And what I'm trying to do as a project is I'm trying to take this floor, and I'm going to make this floor here white. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take this floor and eventually buy into it. And when I sell at the top here, this area here, 50% of my bag, when there is a pullback, which always happens, right? It's always going to happen because people just double their money. So they're going to try to sell in the project. So when you sell half your bags here and you see this pullback, remember there's always two moves. The pullback comes, there's a bounce on the pullback, right? Because remember, the first move we have is an up, pullback, and second up. Now we're looking for the pullback move, right? Which is down, bounce, down, right? So this area here creates the next area that we'd be looking for to get back into the project. And when you guys see this, you can see that it hit the floor again. It just took that second move, right? So what this does for you is this allows you to take 50% of your bag and dump it back in at that bottom piece right there. And it cuts this 100% gains that are in this channel. It starts cutting it down to like 70%, 50%. And what happens is you start to move the floor up, right? And eventually, as you do this process, the floor of the project will start to reach the ceiling and then start to grow above the ceiling. And that is when you will know that you are actually trading your project properly. And what you guys are doing are you're increasing your project's uh, fundamentals, right? So when people see that floor move, they realize they can't buy in and sell as much as they want, and they have to start holding this project longer and become more dedicated to it and wait for, big, catalysts to happen like what we were just told. Ninja's got a big deal coming up where they're going to get listed on another exchange, right? That's a catalyst that will cause another pump that basically is the same thing in this area here. Now remember, this first pump was 1,800%. The second area is 100% gains, which means on average, any type of catalyst is going to give you another section. So when that catalyst comes, we'll have another area of interest, which what we'll do is when it comes and the catalyst comes, we're going to see where it creates the next ceiling. Is it going to be this ceiling? Is it going to double top, or is it going to see blue skies? And what I mean by that is once it does that, I will have an average of interest in this coin, meaning that I'll be able to tell that every time there's a catalyst, I'm going to have an average move of let's say it does this, right? And I say, all right, every time it comes in on that move, it's averaging 100 to 200% extra moves in there, right? And that's where we start to focus our area, knowing that this coin is starting to build production. We know that on average we can double up 100% on our cash and then reinvest, sell, take 50, reinvest 50% on the next double pullback. And then this project will start to grow itself into where they want to go, which is, when you're looking at Dex Tool, they're sitting at a 10 million market cap, but this will get them to 50 million on their market cap. And then people will learn that more better investors, what happens is we call them yeeters, right? Yeet, right? Yeeters come into projects and they like to get in early and yeet the price, and then they sell and they try to yeet it again. And then what happens is when you sell correctly, you eliminate the yeeters, and then it becomes a um, more attractive project to serious whales and investors. And that's where you see the market cap go from 10 to 20, 20 to 40, and then you're at 100 million, right? But that's how you have to trade your project correctly in order to move your floor up and also allow the people that have the vision, early investors, angel investors, venture capitalist investors, to also start to, what you're doing is you're building up your bag. So as you start to build the bag, you're actually, for being there, being committed, backing it, supporting it, believing in it, you're picking up an extra, 30% per pullback, right? Or minimum 20. So if you do that 5 times and you take a 20% pullback, and on average, law of average, you're going to get 20% on your money every 5 times. If you, let's say you do that 5 times in a month, right? Next thing you're going to know is once a month you're going to double your investment. So I don't know, right? As someone who supports a project or someone who believes in something, I mean, if you're getting, minimum, let's say forget about the double. Let's just get you get 50% of your bag every 30 days. Yeah, you're going to end up pretty happy at the end of the year. You have a 5x. So that is how you get your project where it needs to go, and that's also how you get, yeah, you earn, we'll call it interest, for being a supporter, um, for being someone who is protecting a project, for being someone who is out there trying the project, and that'll get you to where you need to go. So that right there is the secret to building a strong, healthy project, and teaching your people that follow you how to actually get great returns on their money for being part of the community. So that's my gift to the Ninja community. I appreciate your project, and it's outstanding what you guys are doing in there. And I've popped in um, a couple times, and you guys had the music going, and so it was really great to see you guys in there. And I just felt like sharing how to take advantage of, support and build your project stronger the correct way. It'll allow you guys to get where you're trying to go, draw more attention. More attention means more money. More money means developers can do more work, and then more movement. And next thing you know, you get where you need to go. So I hope, yeah. freeze? Might have froze up, gentlemen. Let me see here. Give me a second. Let me take this. Let me go to settings. Let me check out the apps. We go to Bluetooth pairing. Disconnect that. Go back into TikTok. We might have lost them there a little bit, guys. So we lost the live there, guys. So I'm gonna end this video real quick. Let's see here. Resume. We might have a resume in here. Think we were able to resume, boys? Are we back? We resumed. Did we make it back? He said, making all my energies. Maybe. You guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hit the ones in the chat if you hear me. So on this video, guys, I'm going to finish this up here and basically oh, his phone died. Yeah. All right, so guys, just so you understand, let me show you a quick tip here before we go. This is called a relative strength index, right? So this is when you go to your indicators, you can use this thing called an RSI. Go to stochastic, right? Stochastic. And all you have to do here is go to your time frame, right? And change your time frame down to what we like to see is more like a 4-hour, right? Now that's a 12-hour time frame for you guys. But on here, you can go to an easy 4-hour time frame. And when you see these 4 hours, reach their little pinnacles here on a big pump, you see this big pump? When the 4-hour RSI reaches the top of the big pump, this is where you guys want to tell each other to take 50% profit on your bags when that hits. And then the next time you get, into a bigger pump, right? When you see a big pump, which is down here, a nice little move. When the 4-hour gets to the top again, do the same thing. And then, you'll see on another big pump. Now, if you want to kind of like focus in on a basic one, you go from the 4-hour to what we call 12 hours on deck screen. And all you're going to do is at the tops of the 12 hours, when they cross down, see them cross down, you sell. Top over here, crossing down, you sell. Same thing here, right? And then right here. So right now, you guys can see you guys have a 12-hour cross. It's pushing up. So right now, you're consolidating, right? So you have a move here where this is going to hold up for a little bit. It's going to go sideways in the area. And all that's happening here is that we're going to see one more touchdown. And then when that touches, we're going to see that pullback. And then we should see a nice move out of here. So you got a little consolidation here and need to go. I got you, brother. Appreciate you guys. And listen, if you have anything, if you guys want to get together, look at your academy, ask anybody if they're interested in doing trading, and I'll set up a time to go in there and talk about a trading course. I love to show you guys some simple techniques, and you can go to my YouTube channel, man, and check out the um, the trades that I put on there in videos, and you guys can go see. And if you guys are interested in grabbing our indicators and taking a course, I can help you out with that. All right, guys, I appreciate you. We're going to hop off here in a little bit. But, yeah, that's where it's at right there. So right now, consolidation on the Ninja. Nice little floor there. So if you are interested in the project, definitely a good time to start, cost average buying. Let that 12-hour kind of pull down a little. But from this price down, you can pick up this dip here, and then like I said, you have another strong move, at least 100x there, and then I would be working on profits on that, guys. All right, Ninja Group. Good to see you guys. I'll hop inside there. Hey, give me the invite in the I'll slide over to Telegram in a little bit. I know you guys said how long before the X Spaces? Let me see here. I don't know. I haven't my main Twitter kicked me out for some reason. I haven't gone back. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna pop in here. Let me. If you're on X's, I'm gonna pop over here. Give me a sec. All right, guys. I'm gonna close.